you, Coach Heidi Kristoffer, here with Yoga Chakra Flow. So I'm gonna need a timer so that we know this flow is about 30 minutes. So last week we did the first chakra, and this week we are going to do second chakra. You guessed it, 1, then 2. All right, so second chakra is the Svadisthana Chakra. It is the chakra that pretty much resides in your hips. So it's all about flowing and creativity. It's about sexuality. It's about abundance. It's your ability to go with the flow. So today I'm going to invite you to go with the flow. And the seed mantra of the second chakra is VAM, V-A-M. So if your mind is wandering, just think about moving like water and liquid and being flowy. And you can always inhale the sound VAM and exhale the sound VAM if you need something to focus on. All right, let's get started. So comfortable seat, please. Cross-legged is preferred. If you want to put your hips up on a block or a blanket or a pillow, you do you. All right, so we're gonna start with something called Sufi circles. So I want you to take your rib cage to the right and then circle yourself forward, then to the left, and round it back so you're curling your back. This should feel really good on your thoracic spine especially, and then just keep it going. So I mentioned that second chakra is all about fluidity, ability to go with the flow, so I'm just inviting you to go with the flow right here, right now. This also happens to be an amazing way to warm up your spine, so get into it. Nice, you can close your eyes if you'd rather feel your way into it. Sometimes it's really nice to feel things from the inside out, and just take it the other direction. Nice, so whatever direction, it doesn't matter what you did first, just do it the other way. Just get into any little kink in your back and let it feel good. It really doesn't matter what it looks like, it's about feeling amazing. Nice, because second chakra is all about pleasure as well, so this should be pleasurable. Come to all fours. Hands and knees, your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Take some good old-fashioned cat-cow. So inhale, arch your spine, look up. And exhale, round. So your back should already be a little warm from those Sufi circles, so just continue warming it up. Arching and rounding, connect your breath to your movement. So inhale, arch, look up, and exhale, round. All right, you may have guessed we're gonna take these into circles as well. So make your cat-cow circular by just swaying side to side as you arch. Again, it really doesn't matter what it looks like, it just should feel good. And just not be a linear variation of cat-cow, so much more circular version. Take it the other way, rounding and arching alternately. Move however feels good for you, and get into any little kinks that you have, especially in your lower back. That's a second chakra area. It'll be tight if your second chakra is off balance. All right, come back to all fours, and then when you're ready, I want you to take your toes together and your knees super wide, and come into a wide knees child's pose. We're gonna move with this, so you're gonna pull your chest forward, low to the ground, and come to a cobra of any size. It does not have to be deep. And exhale, sink your hips back to a wide knees child's pose. And do that a few more times. So inhale, pull yourself through. It's almost like you're slithering through. And exhale, sink your hips back to that wide knees child's pose. One more time, slither through those hands, open your chest, maybe find a little deeper of a back bend. And exhale, sink it back to your wide knees child's pose. Awesome, come back to all fours. And then when you're ready, you're gonna tuck your toes and lift your hips to down dog. All right, so I want you to pedal out your feet in your down dog. I want you to feel good through this whole flow. So whatever that means to you, just let it be easy, let it be fluid, let it be natural. And then we're gonna take some more squats here. So from your down dog, take your feet together and your knees wide, sink your hips back. And then inhale forward to a short plank, and exhale, sink your hips back. And inhale forward, and exhale, sink your hips back. Just because it's fluid does not mean it can't be a workout. Inhale forward, and exhale, sink your hips back. Really nice. Come to your down dog. Turn your head a little right to left. Shake out any tension, any thoughts that aren't serving you right in this moment. And then I want you to inhale your right leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. Really open that hip. If you want to lower your left forearm to the ground to open the shoulder, you can go for that. Just let it feel delicious. If you want to roll your ankle or your knee, just do whatever feels good for you. and then replace that foot down. And then I want you to inhale your left leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. Nice, again, same sort of thing. So whatever feels good for you. If lowering the elbow felt good, go for that. If circling the ankle did, if circling the knee would, you know, work within your range of motion today. And then come back to your down dog. And then inhale the right leg high, open the hip. Exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. And then your left foot comes outside of your left hand. And you're gonna come to a good old-fashioned squat. So just hang out here. If you need a block to place it under your sits bones, you're more than welcome to do that if that's gonna help your hips relax. For me, I get more opening and stretching if I don't use the block, but some people get more if they use the block. So listen to your body, tap into what feels good for you, and then open your chest. Beautiful. Turn your head a little right to left. Take your right arm outside of the right foot. Your arm is in front of the leg. Inhale your left arm up for a big open twist. And then take it to the other side. So your left hand is down, left arm is in front of the leg. Inhale, open, breathe, and then just relax forward. Lift your hips up, heel toe your feet together. Your big toes together, your heels are slightly apart so the outer edges of your feet are parallel. And then just soften your knees, sway a little right to left. Roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Nice. From here, roll those shoulders away from your ears. We're gonna take some back bending, hip opening, sun salutations, so just breath per movement. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, and exhale, all the way down. Inhale the right leg back, back knee down, sink your hips, reach your arms high. Exhale, your hands surround your front foot, down dog. Roll out to your plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale, pull it through for a baby cobra. And exhale, through all fours, down dog. Inhale the right leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. Exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand. Left foot outside of the left hand. You've been here before. Come to your squat. Inhale, lifts you up, heel toe those feet together. Exhale, dive it down like you're diving into a pool. Why not? It's summer. Inhale the left leg back. Back knee down, sink your hips, reach your arms high. You use whatever imagery works for you and I'll use mine. Exhale, your hands surround your front foot. Down dog. Roll out to plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale, pull it through to a baby cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. Exhale, step the left foot outside of the left hand. Your right foot is outside of your right hand. You're back in your squat. Inhale, lifts you up. Heel toe those big toes together. And take your hands to your heart. One big inhale through your nose. And exhale out the mouth. Nice, we'll do that one more time on each side. Inhale, your arms lift up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale the right leg back. Back knee down, sink your hips, reach your arms high. Remember to make this as fluid as you can. Exhale, your hands surround your front foot. Down dog, hips are high. Roll out to plank pose. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Find the back bend. Inhale, pulls you through to baby cobra. And exhale, lifts your hips to down dog. Inhale the right leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. Exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Left foot outside the left hand, come to your squat. Inhale, lifts you up from that hips all the way to your fingers. Exhale, dive it down, forward bend. Inhale your left leg back, back knee down, sink your hips, reach your arms high, feel those hips open even here. Exhale, your hands surround your front foot, down dog. Roll out to plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale, pulls you through for a baby cobra. And exhale, lifts your hips, down dog. Inhale the left leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. Exhale, step your left foot outside the left hand. Right foot outside the right hand. You're back in your squat. Inhale, lift it up. Heel toe those feet together. Hands to your heart. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Awesome. Relax your arms and give yourself a little shake. Yeah, loose as a goose. If you decide in your mind you're gonna be flexible, you will be. So if you decide you feel loose, you will be. All right, so we're gonna do a kriya for the second chakra, which is my favorite kriya in the world. So if you've been following me on Q for a while, you've done it. Heels together, toes apart. You're gonna bend your knees out to the side, so it's just a different variation of a squat. Come high on the balls of your feet and tense your fingertips like so. So, you're gonna inhale through your nose and lift your hips up, and exhale, or actually inhale to squat, this will work better, or you can play around with it. So inhale to squat, exhale, lift your hips up. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. So I want you to focus on breathing and working through your range of motion. So inhale, exhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, belly to spine. Inhale, exhale. See how fluid you can make this? See how fast you can go. You are as flexible as you decide to be. Decide to be flexible today, and you will be. And this kriya will help get you there. You have 2, 1, forward bend, relax. Shake your head, heel toe your feet, hips distance apart. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side here. Relax your arms. That should have gotten your heart rate up, I hope. Bend your right knee, tense your fingertips on the ground, lift your left arm up. Big open twist. Soften your left fingertips to the ground, bend the left knee, reach your right arm up. Big open twist, let it feel awesome. Relax your hands to the ground, soft knees. Slowly roll up to stand, swaying side to side, just feeling every part of your back as you go. We want to open everything, and we can do that by being aware and breathing into those places. Roll those shoulders away from your ears, big toes together. Inhale, your arms lift up, and exhale, dive down. Inhale to a long, flat spine. Exhale, plant your palms and simply step back to your down dog. Awesome. We're gonna flow a little bit from here, so pedal your feet out, and then inhale your right leg high. Open the hip, bend the knee. Again, whatever feels good here with the knee, the ankle. And you're gonna step your right foot outside of your right hand, spin the back heel down, and come into a very wide warrior one. Nice. So you're pulling the left hip forward. The front knee is directly over the front ankle. Feel all 4 corners of both feet firmly rooting into the ground. Allow your hands to fall behind you. Clasp your hands behind your sacrum, right thumb on top. Big inhale to arch your spine. And exhale, dive your head down to the ground, right shoulder inside of the right knee. Inhale lifts you up, and we're gonna take that twice more. Exhale, dive down, allow that hip to open. Inhale, lift up, this requires core too. Exhale, dive it down, this time stay there for a moment. Turn your head, let any thoughts that aren't serving you topple out of your skull and into the mat. You're gonna release the hands and windmill your arms open to a warrior 2. So heel toe your front foot towards center so that your front heel aligns with the midsection of your back arch. Front knee is directly over the front ankle. Drop your shoulders, knit your front ribs in, turn the corners of your mouth up. It will change your life, I promise. It's the most important alignment cue you'll ever get. Inhale, lengthen your legs, reach your arms up. And exhale back to warrior 2, flowing through that twice more. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2, opening your hips slightly more every time. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, tip back, reverse your warrior. Breathe into the right side waist. And then I want you to bend the left knee, lengthen the right leg, flex through the right foot. So you can have your hands in prayer or take them to the ground, depending on what feels good for you. And then you're gonna come into an extended side angle with your forearm to your thigh, your left arm reaches forward. Beautiful. And then you're gonna come back to Skandasana, that's side lunge, whatever variation you like. And then I want you to go side to side just a few times, really loosening those hips up. Your hands can be on the ground if you don't feel warm enough, but you should be really opening your inner thighs here. It should feel delicious. Nice. Right foot to the front. You can keep your hand on the ground, or you can take that forearm to the thigh for extended side angle one more time. Lengthening through that left side waist. Come back through your warrior 2, tip back to reverse your warrior. And then from here, reach your right arm so far forward that you come into a half moon. So open your hips, flex to the top foot. If you want one of your blocks underneath the bottom hand, take it. And then bend the top knee. Take both knees together so you can grab your ankle with your left hand. This is how you get into this pose with ease. Then press the knee away. Open the hips. Again, Use your blocks under your right hand if that's gonna help you here. Open the hip. This is one of my favorite poses in the world. I just think it feels so amazing on the front of the bent leg and on the chest. So find a way to make peace with exactly where you are right now. And then relax out of that. Soften back to your warrior two. Nice, come back to Skandasana. Lots of repetition in here so that there is flow. And then side to side, if you feel like you wanna like move the energy with your hands, you can always do that. You can keep your hands on the ground if you wanna go a little faster and you feel like that's gonna open your hips more. Nice, and then one more to the back. Right toes to the front, heel toe the right foot out to the right, ball of the back foot, elbows to the ground or blocks. So this is lizard pose. You're really in your hips here in case you haven't figured that one out. Sway a little side to side. Your elbows want to be in line with the arch of your front foot. Breathe here. Find a place that feels really nice. And just let your body soften into the shape. Tap your back knee down. Come to the knife edge of your right foot. Take your right hand inside the right thigh. Press the thigh away. Breathe here. And then reach around for the back foot. You can use a strap or a towel if you don't reach it naturally. You can also come onto the hand of your left foot if that feels better for you. And just open the left quad. It should feel really nice here. Nice. From there, take both hands to the ground. Step your right foot back, your right knee back, and then we're coming into frog pose, which is a very not commonly used hip opener in yoga. So allow your knees to slide away from one another. Your legs should make approximately 90-degree angles. You want to reach your pelvis towards the ground and breathe. So if it helps, you can take your thumbs to your third eye. That will calm down your nervous system. So even though we're holding these poses, you never stop moving. The breath moves through you, so you are constantly moving, even if it's just like 1/10 of a millimeter. You're moving because your breath on your inhale is creating space, and on your exhale, you're moving into the space that you create. One more big breath in, one more big breath out. And then you're gonna come back to all fours, slowly. You can always take a towel underneath your knees if they're sensitive, or even a small pillow. Just once, inhale, arch your spine, look up, and exhale, round. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, back in down dog. Inhale the left leg high, open the hip, bend the knee, anything that feels good here on your body. It doesn't have to be the same as the other side. Just be a little loose with whatever you're doing and not so rigid and needing to match sides. Step the left foot outside of the left hand. Spin your back heel down. Reach your arms up for a very wide warrior one. You're still reaching the right hip forward, lengthening the tailbone, reaching up through your arms. Hands come behind you, left thumb on top this time. Begin now to arch your spine and open. And exhale, dive down, devotional warrior. Really nice. Inhale lifts you right back up, and you take that twice more. Exhale, dive it down. Allow the hip to open and soften a little more every time. One more time, lift it up. Pressing the meat of your palms together will open your shoulders more. Head releases down, but there's no problem if that's not where you are today. Allow that hip to soften. Yeah. And then release the clasp. Windmill your arms open and adjust your feet to your warrior two. So the front heel intersects the back arch. Lengthen through your tailbone, reach evenly through your front and back fingertips. Front knee over the front ankle. Inhale, lengthen your legs, look up, lift up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Flowing through this 2 more times. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, warrior two. 1 more time, lift and lengthen. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, tip back, reverse your warrior. Breathe into the left side waist. And then Skandasana, so bend the back knee, lengthen the left leg, flex through the left foot. From here, take those side to sides for the first round on this side. Again, hands can be on the ground if you want to go a little faster, if you want to move a little slower. They can be down. If you want this more intense, you can reach them up by all means. Coming back into your extended side angle. Your forearm to thigh, right arm reaches forward. Nice. Inhale, tip back, reverse the warrior. And then extended angle one more time. One more round of these flowy things, because why not? It's second chakra. Extended side angle, hand inside foot or forearm to thigh, totally up to you, just lengthening through that right side waist. Inhale, tip back, reverse the warrior, keeping the knee directly over the ankle. You can heel toe the back foot in a little if it helps you reach forward into your half moon. So you're flexing through that back foot, pressing an imaginary wall away, opening through your hips, reaching up with your fingertips. Again, a block can be underneath your left hand if you so choose. Bend the right knee, take both knees together so you can grab the ankle easily, and then press the knee away from you and press the foot away from you to rotate your chest open to the ceiling and open that right psoas. Beautiful. Breathe. Remember, each inhale creates space. Each exhale moves you into the space. Let it go if you're upset or frustrated about anything. Just let it go. Just let it go. Release the foot, come back to your half moon. Softly step back to your warrior two. Inhale, tips you back, reverse. And this is the last round of these little skandasana side to sides. So again, if that worked for you, picturing energy between your hands, or maybe you feel like you're swimming. I don't know, do you? I do like to take my hands to the ground sometimes so I can make it go a little faster. I feel like I get a little more into my hips that way, but everybody is different. Nice. Turn your left foot to the front, heel toe the left foot out to the side. Elbows and forearms to the ground for your lizard pose. So start with the knee up. So you can sway a little side to side and feel into this particular version of the shape. Breathe, and just let every exhale soften your body and your mind. Tap your back knee down, come to the knife's edge of the left foot. Take your left hand inside of the left thigh and press the thigh away. You can untuck those back toes if they're tucked. Breathe here, bend the back knee, reach around for the right foot with your left hand. Pull your foot in so you're opening the quad, or press it away if you need more of a twist and a chest opener, or go back and forth. That might be a little much on the top of the knee though. Nice. All right, from here, come back to all fours, and we're just gonna take one more round of that frog hip opener. So allow your left knee to slide off the mat this time, and just lengthen through your tailbone. Allow your legs to come to about 90. And just see if your exhales this time allow your pelvis to drop a little deeper. So if you feel like this is really easy, it might be because you're too far forward or too far back. So see if you can really find the center point where you actually feel. And breathe into that feeling, using each inhale to create space and each exhale to move right into your space. One more big inhale. One more big exhale. And then come on to all fours. All right, cat-cow just once. Inhale, arch your spine, look up. My hips feel awesome. I hope yours do too. Exhale, round. Hip openers were my least favorite thing when I started yoga. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. And because of that, I did 108 of those Kundalini frog squats that we did at the top of class every morning until I learned to love them. Inhale the right leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. This time you're gonna sweep the right shin forward and come to your pigeon pose. So in a traditional pigeon pose, your right shin wants to be as close to parallel to the front edge of the mat as you can get it. Untuck your toes, make sure your left hip is reaching towards the ground. I want you to undulate into this, surprise, surprise. Inhale, arch your spine down to the ground and round it up. Just take that a few times. If you need to take your heel closer to your pelvis, by all means do. If you want to take a block under your right hip, make yourself comfortable here. But your hips should be nice and juicy from that flow. And then crawl your way forward into your pigeon pose. You can pillow your hands if you want to. You can reach them forward. Keep reaching the left hip towards the ground and keep breathing into your right hip crease. So interesting thing to note about your hips is that if your hips are tight, your jaw is tight. If your jaw is tight, your hips are tight. So if you release one, you release both. It's an amazing thing. If you've ever had your jaw release, your hips are like, and vice versa. It's very cool. So see if you can notice if one or the other is tight and consciously release it and see how the other one feels. Breathe here. Start to crawl your arms long and over to the right, keeping that left hip rooting into the ground so you can get a really nice side opener here. And then crawl yourself back through center. Take your heel closer to your pelvis and just reach around for that back foot. We're not taking it into a deep back bend. We're just gonna maybe pull the foot forward and square your shoulders off. So it's nothing deep. Relax out of that one and simply swing that left leg around into an ankle to knee. Flex through both of your feet. You can take a block in between your knee and your ankle if they don't want to touch. Big inhale here. Exhale, relax forward. Allow your head to sway side to side. We're not staying in these poses particularly long because we've done so many hip openers already. We're gonna move right into Gomukhasana, which is cow face pose, where you take one knee on top of the other. Again, hips on a block if you need to. The arms for this pose are, because the left leg is on top, the left arm reaches up the back as the bottom arm, the right arm reaches up, and you grab your fingertips or your t-shirt, take a big inhale here, and exhale, try to hook your chin over your knee. If that's not working for you, just let go of the arms and breathe into the hips here. Either ankle to knee or cow face pose will be intense, not usually both. So just one more deep breath here, one more deep breath out. Nice, and then you're gonna unwind slowly. You're gonna lengthen the right leg long and take the left shin in. Just give it a little cradle. And then lengthen the left leg, take the right shin in and give it a little cradle. And then lengthen your legs long and shake them out. Don't worry, we can go somewhere with them later. All fours for second side. Inhale, arch your spine, look up. Exhale, round, tuck your toes, down dog. Inhale the left leg high, open the hips, bend the knee. Sweep the left shin forward for pigeon on the left. As close to parallel to the front edge of the mat as the shin wants to be. Arching down, rounding up. A few more of these. Setting yourself up on blocks, blankets, pillows, whatever feels good. And eventually making your way forward into your very relaxing pigeon pose. Make sure your traps are not engaged. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that that doesn't happen. Another interesting tidbit about your hips is that they are the emotional garbage can of your body. So all of your emotions get stored in your hips. So oftentimes when people are new to yoga and release their hips for the first time, they start to cry and they're like, oh my God, why am I crying? It's because your emotions are getting released. So just breathe. Deep, deep, deep breaths. One more big inhale here. One more big exhale. Crawl your hands over to the left. Get super long, pressing that right hip towards the ground still. Back through center, heel closer to your pelvis. Reach around for that back foot. Again, it doesn't have to be a deep back bend. Just square your shoulders off and open the front of the right leg here. Relax out of that. Sweep the right leg around, ankle to knee. Flex through those feet. Big inhale here, so stack your shins, flex your feet a lot to protect your joints. Relax forward. So you can take your heads to blocks, to the ground. Whatever makes you, oh, this feels so good. Whatever makes you feel super calm in this pose. And then you stack your knee on top of the other knee. Find your cow face alignment here. The right leg is on top, so the right arm goes up your back this time. The mic pack makes this very hard. The left arm reaches around on top. Big inhale here. Exhale, relax it forward. Again, if the arms don't work, just let them go. They're just an added shoulder opener benefit. And just breathe here. Notice if this side is harder or tighter or looser, more open. Just notice. Really nice. And then unwind out of this one. Lengthen your left leg long. Give your shin a hug. You're totally prepped for compass pose if you want it. So you can take your right thumb and forefinger under your ankle. You do not have to do this. It's like a bonus hip opening pose. And then your right knee on top of your right shin. Plant your right palm down, fingers out, left hand over the top of the right foot. Round yourself down. Feel both sits bones sitting down on the ground. And then just open your chest up and find your north and south. And breathe in your compass pose. As gently as you came in, come out. Shake it out. Left shin in. Sway a little side to side. So the swaying actually releases the synovial fluid in the joint, which lubricates it and makes it more flexible. So thumb and forefinger under the left ankle. Wiggle your shoulder under your knee by rounding through your spine. Right hand to the top of the left foot. Plant your left palm down, fingertips face out, round forward. Almost like you're sniffing your armpit. Open your chest, gently lengthen your leg. If it wants to lengthen today at all, find your north in yourself with your body. And then lengthen it out, shake it out. We're gonna finish with a supported fish pose. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. You can just lay your body flat on the ground. It's just a really nice opener for anybody who has them. So bend your knees. Allow your shoulders to fall on the first block in a place that feels good. Your head can be on the second block. Arms down, feet together, knees apart. And just breathe here. Take big inhales through your nose. And exhales out your mouth. Close your eyes. And just invite a feeling of openness into your body. Invite your body to feel soft around the blocks, around the ground, and just see how much you can let go. One more big inhale here. One more big exhale here. You can either roll to the side or sit yourself straight up. You can stay in that pose for as long as you like. It's my favorite pose in the world. So one heel in front of the other or a cross-legged seat, whatever is comfortable for you. Just take an easy twist. One breath in, one breath out. Easy twist the other side. One breath in, one breath out. And then just take a big inhale, reach your arms out and up, hands together. Relax your thumbs to the center of your chest. Close your eyes, plug your thumbs back into your heartbeat. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Namaste, y'all. Thanks so much for turning into the second chakra flow. For more tips and tricks, check us out on Kinetic. I'll see you next week for third chakra. Bye, guys.